Maria Antonia, Princess of Bavaria, Electress of Saxony, was a German composer, singer, harpsichordist and patron, known particularly for her operas Il Trionfo della Fedeltà and Talestri, Regina dell'Amazzoni. She was also the regent of Saxony in 1763 to 1768. Baptized Maria Antonia Walpurg as Simfrosa, she was known as Maria Antonia. Family and background. Maria Antonia was born at Nymphenburg Palace in Munich to Archduchess Maria Amalia of Austria and to Elector Karl Albert of Bavaria. Throughout her life she received an outstanding education, particularly in the arts. She was the fourth of 7 children of the Elector and his wife. Marriage. In Munich on 13 June 1747 and again in Dresden on 20 June 1747, she married Friedrich Christian, the heir to the Electorate of Saxony. That same year she became a member of the Accademia dell'Arcadia of Rome, a significant institution in operatic reform. With her marriage, she moved to Dresden. She had 9 children with Friedrich Christian, 7 of whom survived infancy. A son, Frederick Augustus I of Saxony. Frederick Augustus I of Saxony married Amalia of Zweibrücken-Birkenfeld, had issue Karl Maximilian Maria Anton Johann Nepomuk Alois Franz Xavier Januar, known as Karl, Joseph Maria Ludwig Johann Nepomuk Alois Gonzaga Franz Xavier Januar Anton de Padua Polycarp, Antony of Saxony, successor of his older brother as King of Saxony, married Princess Marie Caroline of Savoy, no issue, married Maria Theresa of Austria, no surviving issue, Maria Amalia of Saxony, known as Maria Amalia, married on 12 February 1774 to Duke Karl II August of Zweibrücken. Maximilian, Crown Prince of Saxony, known as Maximilian. Theresia Maria Josepha Magdalena Anna Antonia Walburga Ignatius Averia Augustina Aloysia Fortunata, known as Maria Anna. Stillborn son. Regency. She left Dresden during the 7 Years' War and took refuge in Prague and Munich, but returned at her husband's accession to the throne in 1763. Her spouse died 10 weeks later, and her son succeeded him, her son being a minor. She served as joint regent with her brother-in-law Franz Xaver until her son reached legal majority in 1768. During her regency, she opposed her co-regents' act to give up her son's claim on the Polish throne in 1765. She also founded a textile factory and a brewery, musical training and composing. While in Munich, Maria Antonia studied music with renowned opera composers Giovanni Battista Ferrandini and Giovanni Porta. After moving to Dresden she continued her studies with Nicola Porpora and Johann Adolf Hasse. Indeed, opera played a major part throughout Maria Antonia's life. The court of Munich celebrated her birth with a performance of the opera Amadis de Grecia. Her betrothal to Friedrich Christian was likewise celebrated with opera performances, including Hasse's La Spartana Generosa, sets by Bibbiena, and Gluck's opera La Noz de Coeli Debbie. Shortly after moving to Dresden, she penned the libretto for Hasse's oratorio, La Conversione di Sant'Agostino. In addition to her composing work, her own compositional style shows a strong affinity for that of Hasse, especially his conception of opera seria. She also performed actively as a singer and keyboard player in court performances, including leading roles in both of her operas. In addition to her 2 operas, a number of arias, a pastorale, intermezzos, meditations and motets are attributed to her. Talestri. The Amazon queen Talestris appeared appears in numerous works from Greek mythology, and, like many such stories and mythic cycles, it became a frequent subject for works through the late Middle Ages and beyond. The French poet Gaudier de Coste-le-Calprenède revived the tale in the novel Cassandre, though the story was altered from the semi-historical account involving Alexander the Great to one involving Oryns, Prince of the Massachetes, as the male foil to Talstris. Several operas took on the same subject matter over the next century, with Maria Antonia crafting her own libretto and music. The plot centers on Talestris' relationship with the Scythian ruler Oryns, as in Le Calprenède's version. In addition to the title character, two other prominent characters are women: Antiope, her advisor, who also falls in love with a Scythian man, Learchus, and Tomiris, the high priestess of Diana, who is, as revealed near the end of the opera, the mother of Oryns. Ultimately, the plot ends happily, with each couple united and war averted, as the Scythians and Amazons manage to peacefully coexist. The depiction of the benevolent, thoughtful ruler Talstris coming of age as a political leader suggests the possibility that the opera is a semi-autobiographical rendering of Maria Antonia herself. Critical reception. Although published using the pseudonym ETPA, standing for Ermelinda Tallier Pastorella Arcadia, Maria Antonia's operas were successfully published by Breitkopf and enjoyed warm reviews both in the premieres at the Court Theatre, which she sang in, and also throughout other European cities. Music critic Charles Burney praised her opera and her singing in his 1773 work, The Present State of Music in Germany, the Netherlands and United Provinces. Also of note, the philosopher and music theorist Antonio Exumino y Pujadas included an aria from Talestri in his 1774 treatise Del Origine e del Regale della Musica, putting her in the company of 5 other selected composers: Palestrina, Nannini, Clari, Pergolesi, and Corelli. Although her music is treated somewhat more broadly with less musical analysis, the entire treatise is used to model compositional techniques, implying a high regard for her work by Antonio Exumino y Pujadas, and presumably other contemporaries. Works: Il Trionfo della Fedeltà opera, libretto by Maria Antonia. Talestri, Regina dell'Amazzoni opera, libretto by Maria Antonia. Discography: Talestri, Regina dell'Amazzoni, drama per musica. CD, Berlin, Folgertu HDE, 1999 and 2003. Titles, styles, honors and arms. Titles and styles: the 18th of July 1724 to 13 June 1747, Her Serene Highness Duchess Maria Antonia of Bavaria. The 13th of June 1747 to 5 October 1763, Her Serene Highness the Electoral Princess of Saxony. The 5th of October 1763 to 17 December 1763, Her Serene Highness the Electress of Saxony. The 17th of December 1763 to 23 April 1780, Her Serene Highness the Dowager Electress of Saxony. Ancestors: